Alright guys, so today we're going to take a look at something a little bit different for this channel. Today we're going to check out the Inmo Air 2 wireless AR glasses. So they come in where they're going to retail at $7.99. Now this is a Kickstarter funded project where right now if you do back the project, you can actually get these for $599. So $600 for a pair of glasses is super expensive, but that isn't really what you're paying for. If you're not familiar with what AR glasses are, it's basically where you can interact with things and still be aware of your surroundings. It's kind of like open ear headphones or bone conducting headphones where you can listen to music but still hear your surroundings, where AR glasses allow you to still see your surroundings but kind of places a screen in front of you so that you can see or interact with different things. And it's just something that definitely takes some getting used to, but this is where the future is essentially headed in. It's basically kind of like strapping your phone to your face where you can see notifications, you can watch videos or content or whatever, but still again be completely aware of your surroundings. All of the different AR glasses that I've seen, including the Apple ones, they look obnoxious. They don't look like something you would wear in public. Now this pair is trying very hard to look like a normal pair of glasses, but they're still thick. They just have a big, bold look on your face. Now that's if you're gonna wear them with the normal glasses transparent look. And it also comes with a sunglasses insert that you can put on the outside so that they can look like a pair of sunglasses. Now looking like a pair of sunglasses, it comes a lot closer to than just looking like a normal pair of reading or seeing glasses with the transparent look. I just think the border is too bold. It's kind of like having a phone with just that thick border. It's not something that looks appealing. Now, as far as the rest of the build, it is thick. It does feel quite sturdy. It feels well built. The speakers that are on here are air conduction style speakers where it's made for you to be able to listen to them based off the direction of the speakers. There are cameras up front because these can actually record like a first person view of what you're looking at. Now this in itself I feel like is pretty beneficial because if you're watching your kids doing something, or like if I'm reviewing a product, I could just have it record what I'm looking at and I can actually see the screen that I'm recording. So I know what's in frame. It should be essentially what I'm looking at. And this I was pretty impressed with. Now it does record up to 1080p at 30 frames per second, which I think again is pretty impressive. Some other specs about the Inmo Air 2 is it's using a quad core processor. It does have 2 gigs of RAM with 32 gigabytes of storage. Now there are some apps that already come preloaded on the glasses. I had YouTube, there's TikTok, there's Zoom. There's an app where you can screen mirror your phone. So if you just want to mirror what's on your phone to the glasses right in front of your face so you can see your notifications, so you can watch other things like, you know, Netflix and HBO Max and those type of things, it is super simple to do just by simply using that app. But some other things that make these very interesting is it does have a translator. So if you're going to be traveling to a country where you're not going to understand what anybody is saying, that translator will show you right in front of your face what they're saying. So you can essentially have a conversation or at least understand what somebody's saying and see what they're saying right in front of you. So you're not actually having to look at your phone. Same thing with navigation. If you're going to be out riding a bike or if you're walking in some unfamiliar territory like some streets, it can show you basically like a GPS right in front of you where you need to turn, how far you are from your location. And these, I think, is what's the future of these glasses. And another thing, speaking of the future, is it also has Chat GPT. Now this is something that is very new. It's basically like having an AI assistant, and it helps with different things like trying to type out some things for you. So like if you need to send an email to somebody and you don't really know what to say, this AI assistant basically can just type out an email for you and fill in all the blanks and the words and make it seem, you know, professional, or, you know, something that you may not have been able to come up with yourself. And same thing, like if you're going to the grocery store, you can tell the Chat GPT assistant to basically build me a shopping list of just common items, and you can see them all there. And it may just be something, you know, you say, okay, yeah, I don't need this, this, or this, but yeah, I didn't think about this or this. It's gonna make us dumber in the long run because things are doing more stuff for us, but you know, you can't help but to notice how convenient something like this is, and the fact that it's just right there in front of your face. Now, some other specs on the glasses is it does have dual micro OLED displays. Now that's what you're seeing in front of your face. Now these are not completely like high def. It does come in at 640 by 400, so it's kind of like a lower res screen, but it's not made to take up your whole display. It's made to where you again can be aware of your surroundings, and it's a smaller footprint of what you're able to see, but everything comes through extremely clear. Videos actually look pretty nice on these glasses, and again, it's kind of trippy to use where you can just be in your environment and see YouTube videos. Or if you're somebody that, you know, is using TikTok, you're obviously staring at your phone all of the time using that. Well, why not actually be aware of your surroundings and have this content in front of you? It is still somewhat distracting because you are going to glance over at this content, but at least you're looking up and possibly looking at somebody that's talking to you. Now, these do have Bluetooth 5.0, and I do want to start here with the audio because the audio out of the glasses themselves just isn't anything fancy. If you've ever used other audio glasses, you'll kind of know what I'm talking about. You're not going to get bass. You're not going to get anything that's just going to sound fantastic compared to a pair of headphones or earbuds. But the fact that it uses Bluetooth means you can connect to a pair of earbuds, and you'll have better audio using them this way. So that's the way that I like to use these. Now, it does say that it has a 25-hour battery life, that you could just use these 25 hours straight of watching videos. That I did not experience. I noticed that you're really probably only going to get about 12 to 15 hours, which is still more than enough. Now, as far as the controls, this is another thing that I have to go back to with the Bluetooth controls. They do have swipe gestures, and they actually have two buttons on the bottom. One's basically like a power button, and the other one is a back button. But you can control your volume by sliding up and down. You can control your brightness by swiping up and down. You can control the actual cursor, which is allowing you to go forward and backwards just by swiping. But it also comes with a little ring control. Now this right here completely saves the controls because the swipe gestures, as good as it works, it takes too long if you're trying to type something out. I don't know. It's just not the way that I prefer to use these. Now it works if you're in a pinch and you're in public and you need it to do something and you don't want to look obnoxious with a ring or a keyboard or something in front of you. But the ring allows you much better control. And if you are going to be sitting somewhere and typing out emails and stuff, it's nice that it can connect to a keyboard as well. But the ring is included in the price. Some other things that you actually get is it comes with a pretty nice sunglasses case. It comes with tinted lenses that again turns these into sunglasses. It comes with a proprietary charger that just magnetizes to the sunglasses themselves. And really that's it, other than a cleaning cloth just to clean the lenses. And as far as the overall comfort, I found these to be pretty comfortable. I think if you're going to wear them for a long period of time, the nose guard can get a little uncomfortable over time. But my experience with glasses in general, that's usually the case with any glasses. I can't wear glasses, majority of the time without feeling them on my nose. And this is coming from somebody that actually has to wear prescription glasses. So again, that's something to keep in mind. But really to explain the overall experience and how I mainly use these, I am somebody that likes to consume media. I like watching YouTube videos. I like watching movies. And these glasses are perfect for that. Now, I didn't have to really use them in scenarios where I needed to translate what somebody's saying, but I found that to be something that is very useful. I think that's something that's going to be great, again, for people that travel. The Chat GPT is, again, something that's the future. It's like having your assistant right there in your face to do all of these different things for you. And I can't stress enough how convenient it is that you don't have to pull out your phone. It's just already right there. And the display is clean, it's crisp, it's easy to see. So again, it's something that, you have to be at a point where you're ready to kind of like dip your toes in what the future is headed towards. I think once Apple's comes out, I think it's already overpriced where a lot of people aren't going to jump right on and buy it initially. I think tech nerds and geeks like myself are going to be very interested. I think it's going to be great for businesses or people that work at home, but I think for the average general user or consumer, consumer. It's not going to be something that people jump on because of that price tag. Now, eventually this will come down, but the Inmo AR2 glasses, I think, is a really good price point, especially being able to experience a lot of things of what Apple is trying to do, and being able to mirror your phone and be able to have these apps built in. You can connect it to Wi-Fi directly. The operating system is already on the glasses itself, so it could be a standalone device while you're at home, and you don't really have to rely on your phone. And that in itself is very impressive. So is it a device that I recommend to everybody? No, I don't see everybody using these. I definitely don't see people just feeling comfortable using these in public, but being able to record right in front of you, I found to be very handy. The apps that are already on here, I think, is really interesting, and I'm excited about the future of AR glasses. So I think being able to test this at the $600 price range is a lot more enticing than the $3,000 plus price range or $2,000 plus. This is a great entry point to try something without overly investing in something that, you may not use, but it really does kind of give you a taste of the future. But guys, that wraps up my video on the Inmo Air 2 wireless AR glasses. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.